All right, here we are, Bucketheads.
What up?
Sunday, May the 19th.
Hey, mic check, mic check.
Most importantly, last episode of Game of Thrones is tonight.
Well,
Well, maybe, because you know there's going to be spin-offs.
I can barely hear you, so
Yeah, let's ask everybody how sound is. Let's say,
Right on. Look at all this.
Sorry guys, we're loud here. We got a lot of people here tonight. There's a little bit of a party going on. But you guys are used to that by now.
did we lose connection already? Okay, maybe
No,
not.
we're good. We're slow.
We're good.
So everybody can hear us? Did you get a response yet if anybody can hear us?
Not yet.
Keep going.
All right.
Can you hear us?
So, guests today, we have Talbot back again.
Yep.
Janae, new for the podcast. And Mike Walker, maybe sometime.
And I'm finally back. Sorry.
Does anybody really care about you, Tom? You just disappear for like 2 weeks and...
I mean, you know, gotta play kickball in other places.
All right, sounds fine. We're good.
All right.
We're good.
Thank you, Matt.
Anyways,
All right, so Janae, when did you start playing kickball?
A year ago.
That's right, it was a draft league, wasn't it?
No, I started the
Spring?
season before with the corporate team, and then I did the draft league. I came back without my security blanket and joined the draft
Oh,
league.
wow. Okay.
So,
So did you like the draft league last year?
I did. Actually, it was really cool because it kind of, like, I feel like you kind of get a little bit stacked in the normal seasons, and the draft league kind of evens everything out. And so for a new player, like it felt like we were a little more even. So I'm looking forward to it again this year. Signed up.
All right, so let's go over the games from this past Monday.
Man, there were some good ones too.
All right, so there's some scores there. So the game between the winless teams, Kick James and New Kicks on the Block. Kick James picked up their first win. Unfortunately, I did not get to see that game. I would have loved to see that game. It was a close game too, 5-3.
I got there late, started drinking really sorry.
I would go so far to say that Prestige Infusion was game of the week, potentially game of the season.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
It was
too.
an awesome game.
That was fun. It was better than our game.
Yeah, I caught most of that.
Oh my god.
That got really close over a minute.
And then New Kicks had the doubleheader, but they lost to Kick Names 10-1. And then Elite beat SK Commandos 10-6.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they only were playing with 8 people.
Yeah,
I
so
think that was my fault mostly.
no, not really. So it was Brian Freed in his infinite wisdom of being the godfather of kickball here.
Yes, it's Godfather.
He decided that as most of the newer players of the team needed more synergy, needed some practice. I thought it was a bold move doing it against Elite, but we played what's called overtime defense. So when normal games go into overtime, you play with 4 guys and 4 girls in the field, and you start with a runner at a second. So we walked their lead off every time to second base, and we only had 4 and 4. And we played a great game. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
on any other team, it would have been a lot closer. But I think that it was better for our team as a whole to instill confidence in some of our newer players, and definitely a lot of teamwork. Really, there's a couple errors here and there, but I think for the most part, we pretty on point most of that game.
Yeah, I roughed that game, and I was impressed on both sides. And well, you talked about it briefly Monday, but why you do it against Elite and have somebody else? Well, if you only have 8 people, you beat the crap out of somebody with a full squad, it's demoralizing for them.
That too, but so I mean, they didn't have a full squad either. So it was just if Brian wanted to do it, or sorry, Freed wanted to do it, I'm down for it. Whatever, we can do whatever we want. It was a bold move, Cotton.
Hey, you know what though?
That game
You
was
watch
close.
now, you'll get into an overtime game in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the thing is, like, a lot of new players haven't seen overtime game in the playoffs. They don't know what that is. So I can see it now. it was game time. He's like, hey, we're gonna do this. I'm like,
Yeah. The kids said, hey, we're only gonna play 8 in the field. I said,
so
you want to wait for more people? He said, oh no.
This week we had a ton of shout outs and recaps for games.
yeah, a lot of good stuff.
So I'm going to be a little biased and say the best for last. I'm going to go over the other games first real quick. Yeah, totally out of order. Just throw your outline up there.
You start down there.
I can't read any of this.
Alright, so a couple... I'll start out with some bulletin board material. How about that?
All right, go for it.
So Anthony from New Kicks on the Block said he appreciated the entire team's effort. We will eventually get that first win. They were pretty hyped about that game. They scored some runs, played a close game. Then Timothy Green followed up. I'll tell you, New Kicks on the Block were due for a win. And I just reminded him they have a rematch against Kick James this week. And Timothy Green was like, say no more, let's get it.
Yeah, that's great.
Whoa.
So, especially with all these newer teams, you know, there's always that, I call it the jitters, if you will. That first time they get on base, that first time they make a play, that first time, they get that rush. Yeah, I did something. That's awesome. But then they sit there like, hold on to the ball, like, woohoo! Dude, the place will go.
Oh yeah, like they make that first time they catch that ball in the outfield, the first catch they ever make, and they're just cheering with it. Meanwhile, the bases are still running.
They want to hold on to like bronze that bitch. But no, yeah, great. That's the thing. They know they can come back and probably beat them next time maybe.
And you already talked about the Elite versus SK game, but Kyle Lewis had a shout out for Kirsten. Apparently, she was killing it at first base.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was.
We got bad respect for her, so she knows that.
Their women loaded the bases multiple times and brought runs in every time.
Yeah,
It was insane. Like, whoa, okay.
One base at a time.
Yeah, they were just one base at a time all the way around.
But that's also the advantage of having a short lineup is that your leadoff, your players come right around again. They come right around again.
Alright, so we've got some shout outs from the New Kicks versus Kick James game. James said Robert had a diving catch.
Diving catches are awesome. I love that.
Tara had an out at second, but she dropped the ball on him so slowly in the unicorn ones, I wanted to laugh. Okay.
Slowest out of the
Like she like dropped it and hit the runner and got him out. Okay.
See, that's my girl Tara rocking the unicorn onesie. I mean, who'd you get that from, really? Come on.
And then he had a shout out for Caesar, said top-notch coaching in that game. Well, I mean, they picked up their first win.
Who doesn't
So.
love Caesar?
Yeah, right.
And then Ella had a shout out. Obviously, they won their first game. Another shout out for Caesar by her too. So obviously, Caesar's doing great things there.
He's getting a lot of love this week anyway.
So I'm just going to tell you right now, Caesar, you're apparently doing a good job at captaining. I approached you to captain a team. Just saying.
It's coming. Winter is coming.
All right. So here we've got a lot of shout outs too for the New Kicks versus Kick Names game. One thing I noticed as I was reffing that game, Timothy Green tracked down a number of balls in the outfield, like behind the over the shoulder, behind the back over the shoulder type catches, like legit.
Is that right field?
He's in left field.
I heard something about one of the fields. Just about that. Everything was caught.
So yeah, no, he was killing it out there. Travis Bryant had a shout out for the refs. I was head reffing, so I'll take that one.
Get that ref love in.
Yeah, you always got to, right? Refs are just trying to do the job.
Yeah, thankless job.
Now we had a good crew. I think there was only one call that was. Yeah, it was a first base call. I was close at first. Philip made the call. I went and talked to him. I didn't have a good enough view to override it. So I went with his call. But it was close. That was probably the only even closer reffing controversy in the whole game, which was nice.
So, if we touch on that for a second. And so, there are a lot of new players. A lot of older players don't like the ref. I hate reffing. But, so in that situation, especially if you have all three refs show up, if you're questioning the call, don't hesitate to talk about it until it's your refs. Don't stop it, talk about it, make the call. Don't sit there and be like, people get mad at you, and that's when a lot of controversies happen. Like, a bad call is better than no call because you can talk about a bad call. Yeah. At least discuss it. And whatever whatever happens after that discussion happens, that's it. Game on, let's go. But sitting there, whatever, sitting with the beer in your hand, you look kind of dumb. Everyone does. Everyone does. I've done it. Everyone's done it. But don't be afraid to talk. Use your other refs, especially your home plate ref, because they're the most experienced in theory. We're all here to have fun, but we want to have the same fair game for everybody.
All right, so let me hear, see Travis Bryant give a quick rundown of the game. Said Ricky had a leadoff home run after he was 2 fouls down on the count. Davin had a 3-run homer later. Christian and Ryan producing the lineup in the outfield as well. Torrey fouled out low to the ground catch. I don't think that reads right, but the kicker had a foul ball and she snagged it. Good play at catcher.
Hey, I'm still fired up because Davin still owes me a John Murray. Reminding you, Davin, note that.
Ricky Bent had apparently a lot of catches on first. Ashley played apparently top-notch defense all game. I mean, in general, I think New Kicks caught about everything kicked out there.
That's awesome.
There weren't any really errors that really stand out to me. Like there might have been one drop ball, something like that, but that was it. Nothing
So, on that note, I think they're getting together. I think the playoffs are going to be a little less.
That's what I was saying last time I was here.
A little less black and white than we originally thought.
So I was trying to say.
Maybe.
I mean,
probably, but it's playoffs. You never know. It's one game.
You know, I'm all about the underdogs, man. All about the underdogs. I'd love to see upsets. I'd hate to see this against my own team, but upsets are great.
And then Chandler had a shout out for Timothy, Anthony, Justin, and Chris. I mean, all of them played pretty good games. Chris was even playing a little bit injured too, which is, from experience, that's a rough day. You're injured. And then actually, specifically Anthony, that's another thing I noticed too. He made a lot of diving attempts at balls, got hands on him, stopped them. That when the ball was kicked and starting to, drop down, I'm like, oh, that one's landing easy. And then all of a sudden he comes flying in, gets, he didn't make the catch on all of them, but he, stopped the ball, kept it forward.
That's key.
Which was always key. Basically, between him and Tim covering left and center, they were covering probably 3/4 of the outfield and deep infield. They were all over the place.
It's getting better.
And then Prestige and Fusion.
All right.
The rematch.
Rematch.
So closer game than the last time?
I called that too. I didn't think it was gonna be that close. So Jesus, please. That was.
So we had some shout outs for this one. So Corey Gross said, Fusion played a great defensive game. Way to shift your infielders in with bases loaded, no outs. Just key to keeping it close.
I want to talk about that in a minute.
Nicole Dewey said, I thought you lost your damn mind for a minute. She was talking to me. Walking the bases loaded with no outs.
I saw that too.
2 outs, still bases loaded.
I would have done the same thing.
Crazy good inning. And I chimed in on that. I said, yeah, my own team thought I was crazy too.
No. I'll explain that.
So yeah, we'll there. We'll cut to the rest of the stuff in a second.
All right, so a lot of times it's easier to kick people off when bases are loaded.
That is true.
And if you got people, if you have confidence in your outfield, if you have confidence in your team, hey, get the kicks. So if you play on Fusion, he means he was confident in y'all. That's why he walked. Okay, it's not. But a lot of times it's easier to pick off runners when the bases are loaded.
Yeah. So the scenario that we ran into. So it's the bottom of the 7th.
No outs.
No outs.
Runner on second and third.
First kicker comes up. Gets kind of a little bunt. I don't think he intended a bunt. I think it was a kick to get driven into the ground.
He didn't mean to.
And we didn't have a good throw at first. And wasn't able to get a hold of the ball. Well, we went to first, and
Ryan came up after that. He bunted it, and then he got to second, and then Casey went to third.
But there was what got the guy to second with no runner on first. There was an error. There was an overthrow at first.
Yeah.
So there was an overthrow at first. Jeff wasn't able to get a hold of the ball. So Jeff was chasing it down, and then the runner takes off, and we don't get him at second. So that one hurt. And like as soon as that happened, like I thought to myself, like we lost the game. No outs, runner on second base, 2 kicks in the outfield, he scores no matter what. So in that situation, I'm thinking, is there anything I can do? So load the bases.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We loaded the bases.
It worked out for you too.
Yeah, no, we got
You got
2
2
outs.
outs.
We got 2 outs.
We
And
were
actually,
sweating.
it was so close.
Oh my
Jeff
God.
Campbell came up and kicked like this little blooper over third.
Yeah.
Barely landed it, but it was
like perfect
that
too.
close.
So Jeff Campbell, so many people underestimate that dude.
I don't. I've been playing with him forever.
I think he's great. I've seen him play a lot.
Yeah.
But when he did that, I'm like, that's Jeff.
He's a clutch guy, man.
And yeah, I gave a shout out for Jeff because that's a pressure situation. Like 2 outs, you just saw. You thought your team had a definite win, and it goes down to 2 outs, bases loaded, and you're up to kick. That is a pressure situation.
It is.
And
I mean, that's what you wanted too, though.
It absolutely sucks.
You jammed us into that.
And then Corey Gross chimed in. He said, "Old guys are old."
That was the chant afterwards.
Hey, Dewey said you're intimidated by her.
What?
Dewey said you're intimidated by her.
I didn't even see.
I've got 2 going up.
He's got
I've got a watch party and I've got.
Oh, okay.
So I've got my 10,000.
Watching the main thing.
I'm watching both.
He's keeping track of all the fans.
Commenting as myself over here.
Well, I mean, the big thing with Dewey, like, she came up, and even though I always tell my Chargers and stuff, like, unless it's a sure thing, the situation, don't throw up. I didn't want to risk it, so she came up, got 1 pitch in and walked her. Because realistically, she's going to get on base, so why risk an error?
That's exactly it, because if you was it runner on second and third, and then she wide open first.
Yep.
I mean,
that's
you're just saving yourself time at that point in time. Like, so she's a solid down third bunter. It's going to happen, even though her and I are not really on good terms right now because she doesn't respect people's property. Anyway,
leave your personal business
yeah,
out.
we're going to fight about it later. But as a kickballer, she's all right. No, it's a waste of time. She's gonna get down. She's gonna punch it right down third. No matter what, you throw to first. You're either gonna throw it to first or you're gonna fake it, and you risk that run coming in.
Man, that's why I walked her, because
Take the risk
it was a smart play.
It was.
And so Jeff Campbell said in the bottom of the 7, 2 outs, bases loaded, behind in the count, ice in my veins, blah 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 blah. But he gave a shout. He said 3-way pitchers duel. Ryan, myself, Ryan McNulty, and Jeff Campbell, who was the other pitcher. Tight defense for both teams. So much fun. Great game overall, which I definitely agree
It's a
with.
good game to watch.
So Talbert, you had a comment how I worked the hell out of my pitch count.
I did. I worked the hell out of your ass too. That one inning.
You can't throw 3 strikes in a row.
Well, no.
I don't want to give someone 3 strikes in a row.
I'm a big old fat guy now. I gotta take every advantage I have. And my advantage is my pitch count.
Well, I mean,
If you're either gonna walk me or give me something, I have to kick the hell out of it.
that happened last year sometime. Kevin, that
Yeah.
last ball, I was like, that was a ball. That was a ball. That was a ball.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it puts the pressure on the pitcher at that time.
And then let's see here. Bill Howard said Ryan. He gave me a middle name, just strategist. Whatever. Jeff White, always awesome at first base. Like he covers so much ground. So
I've played Jeff for a long time now. Jeff and I started playing circuit day 5 o'clockers in 2010, and he still got it.
So
Torn ACLs and all.
Yeah.
I'll throw up the standings here real quick. Not a whole lot has changed. Pretty much the same. We've got some huge games though coming up that will affect these rankings heading to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Alright. Social side of things. Awesome bar turnout. Always, every single night this
Monday night
season's been
bars.
awesome. So.
Well, we have the best Monday night around. Show me something better, because right now I can't see it. Yeah, I'll be able to.
We swapped our game to Pictionary because it was a little wet outside. It's not good for cornhole. We actually had a 4-way tie between Fusion, Kick James, New Kicks, and SK. Apparently everybody got 6 out of the 10 for Pictionary.
It was a little.
A little sketchy there.
It was a little.
All right.
Nice pun.
Now the social
Nice,
challenges.
nice.
Those were onesies. They got a little trickier here. So Ella, who's the social coordinator for the league, she picked the kangaroo, which was on New Kicks.
I mean, you can't go
Had
wrong
a
with
baby.
kangaroo.
That is true. That is
We
true.
had a baby. That was
She
us.
picked that as
That's prestige.
That's prestige.
okay. So she picked that as number one.
I held the little Joey.
That was little Joey.
I held the little Joey when I was kicking.
She had the unicorn at second,
That's Tara.
Yeah, it's Tara.
Kick James,
I
and the
respect Tara
Pikachu on New
unicorn.
Kicks at third.
What was that third?
Pikachu.
Yeah, I remember.
We got a picture of that one.
They had a Pikachu.
Let's be real, they're onesies. You can't
My picks are a little different. I picked Skeleton Jack, number one. 'Cause you don't see that one all the time.
Sure.
I picked the unicorn as number two because it's a unicorn, and Batman is number three.
Oh, that was Angie.
So we obviously had different choices, which ones we like. So we kind of averaged them all together, and everyone averaged a second place finish, if you will. So we gave everybody. We took the
Well,
total.
if we have
points.
two in the top, this kangaroo was us too.
Well, no, you had the kangaroo
was
one.
that.
Yeah,
And
kangaroo
then
was
you
that.
had
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Batman was your third in my
Yeah.
pick. So you had a 1 and a 3.
I had the
Unicorn
ones
was
in
2 and
on
2.
when I was at the bar. It was just a shirt.
So
Baby sharks.
I mean, it's not wrong.
It's
So-
a onesie. It's
we
just a
averaged
shirt.
it out. Kick James, New Kicks, and Prestige all tied overall. So we took the total 6 points, gave you 2 each.
I guess we need to step it up in the social side.
I mean, y'all come out.
And
Most of y'all.
New Kicks narrow win for the week
Whatever. We won Flip Cup.
by 1
true.
point.
True.
Don't bring that up. That's salty.
Oh.
Well,
right,
I
so-
know, and, hold on, time out. We're talking about this flip cup
Whoa,
thing for a
whoa.
second. Yeah,
What were we
won.
talking
We
about?
already went into this.
No, we
this.
won. No, well, Janae wasn't here then. Janae wasn't
Yeah, I
here,
wasn't.
and she was on the winning team.
Yes. Accurate.
And we don't talk about social shit in SKK very often, so
Okay.
we
Even
did win.
Even a stop clock's right
I
twice.
was very shocked that I didn't get to face Bree. I was talking so much shit. I was like, actually, I was talking to her friends that know her too. I'm like, about to go against Bree in the Flip Cup, about to go down, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, didn't happen.
Nah, it didn't happen.
Love you, Bree, just kidding. Anyways,
Did not happen.
Alright.
Moving on.
So photo time.
Did I make it this week?
Here we go.
Yes, it is the
Take
kangaroo.
Let's take photos too.
Yeah, fix the camera.
nobody cares about the shark. Nobody cares about the shark, Margaret.
Alright.
Baby, nobody cares about the shark. Nobody.
Please don't.
There's Batman sexually assaulting a cone.
We always sexually assault the cones in Prestige Worldwide.
There's a little bit of stripper action going on.
I'm
I
pretty sure we
provided
established
that one.
nothing is safe on Monday nights.
Nah.
Nothing is safe.
Don't hold a blind
And
like
there's a
that.
skeleton jack.
Hide your girl, hide your children, hide your
We don't need
warriors.
to know about your personal life.
This is Mondays.
They do some on Mondays.
There's too many witnesses for me on Monday.
I think Prestige has the most onesies on.
They
any
did have the
team.
most onesies.
Yeah.
So they actually got a bonus point because they had 5 or more people participating in the social.
Yeah, no, I think they did the most onesies. They would have had one more, but I forgot to bring it.
Let me adjust this a little bit.
Yeah, nobody wants to see me anyways.
There you go. You're a little bit more in it now. There we go. All right. So, hold on.
Can I walk away?
I have no. You cannot walk away. You have to literally cover your ears.
Are you? I can't. You're like.
You can go get Mike.
So for all of you,
Hey, you can go get
I'll
Mike while we
Mike.
talk about Game of Thrones.
Good idea.
So
Game of
Janae,
Thrones.
so I have a new graphic for all the slackers out
yeah,
there
hey,
who aren't
just
caught up on
get
Game
him
of
and wait over there.
Thrones.
I'll
Amy.
Here we go. Spoiler alert time. All right. So about to talk
been
about
warned.
Game of Thrones.
Doesn't bother me though.
All right. So let's just go ahead and throw this up here.
You're welcome. You're welcome, folks.
All right. Yeah. Tom sent me that earlier in the week.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's very
If
accurate.
you don't know Leroy Jenkins, then you need to Google that shit.
Yeah.
Um,
So, Game
Maybe.
of Thrones. Any surprises in episode 5?
not really. I saw that shit coming a mile away.
Did kind of see it coming. That was a little over the top though, by far.
I mean,
By far.
I always had this concern about this entire series is that there's so many storylines going on, so many characters, and so many conflicts, and so many. I was wondering how they're gonna wrap it up in only 6 episodes. But I will tell you, the thing that impressed me the most was the Hound versus the Mountain.
Okay, that was your favorite scene?
It was my favorite scene. And it was my favorite scene because I don't think a lot of people picked up on this, but the entire series, the Hound's always been afraid of fire. Because of his face and what his brother did to him when he was younger, blah, blah, blah. Well, he killed him by fire and throwing him off the giant castle. Game over. And spoilers are there. But
Hey,
I thought that was a
spoiler alert. So.
But he walked into that knowing he wasn't walking out of it.
So my favorite scene is Tatsa. So I like the Varys scene, his execution.
He deserved that. He deserved that 10 times over.
He's always trying to do the right thing by the people. I will say that.
In his opinion.
Okay.
Now.
However, that was also the point where when that happened, you could see everybody there. Everyone, they're like, what the hell did we get ourselves into? What is, instead of just someone chop off his head, something more standard, fine. But to burn him alive?
That's her MO.
That's true, but definitely over the top.
Yeah, that's her MO. That's how she did every execution.
Other scene? Maybe a little bit of foreshadowing. This ties into predictions for episode 6. Arya saw everything go down.
I have high hopes.
Rides off on the pale horse. Pale horse to death, maybe?
I have high hopes. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I'm a little nervous for tonight. I am thoroughly happy about what happened at King's Landing, though. I'll tell you that.
Really?
That city needed to go. Come on. There's nothing right about that city in any way, shape, or form. It's time for a reset. I'll take the Thanos position on it.
So, who do you think sits on the Iron Throne?
No one.
I kind of think Sansa.
Here's my thing behind that. Sansa's in Winterfell. She showed herself to be a capable leader.
But, well, actually,
Stocking provisions during winter.
But you know what? I don't think she'll sit in the Iron Throne. I think she'll appoint somebody too.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe all of a sudden rule shifts to the north instead of King's Landing, which
there's no
was
King's
pretty much
Landing.
set. Exactly.
Yeah. Call the movers. Pick that shit up.
So, I think Sansa's logical choice because how is the whole... Well, I think Daenerys is dead no matter what.
There's nobody left.
I think there's a high chance Jon's going to die with her.
Well, if Jon and Daenerys die, then that's the end of Targaryens for show. The blacksmith son is either the
He was a
blacksmith.
bastard.
Yeah. She's got her and Arya, the only real rights.
Anymore. Plus, it goes
Oh,
all...
you know what pissed me off, though? I really want to see Arya Stark stab the shit out of Cersei. That pissed me off. I wanted to see that.
Look, Arya can't kill everybody.
No, but it would have been a nice vengeance for the whole Red Wedding thing.
That's true.
Anyways.
So, okay, we're done with the Game of Thrones segment.
Mike's not here.
So, public service announcement. There's been a whole lot more police on Shore Drive.
I was going to say
Hey,
something
guys.
about it too, yes.
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 Tourist season's among us. Tourist season's among us. That means there's going to be a lot more, police activity down here. Please be careful on Monday nights.
And yeah, I don't think they're necessarily targeting fields. They're just camping out by that 7-Eleven.
It's short drive.
It's short drive.
It's short drive. We all know the deal.
We're just
Please
reported at
Uber.
35.
Please drive safe. We don't want to see anything happen to anybody. Especially
So,
ourselves.
actually, we got someone that can actually answer the question this week. What do you think about the rule changes? Like them, hate them?
I'm 50-50. I think I like the longer play. I like the more innings. I'm a little on the fence about the guys not being able to bunt, but at the same time, it does kind of even it up a little bit, and kind of forces some plays a little bit more, rather than just everybody
Bunt, kick,
bunting straight up third.
Gets play out of the triangle a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, so
a little bit.
for the people that have tried to exploit the rule, as they should, it's a rule. Like Brian Freed, for example, I saw him two perfectly one ball length over the line bunts in our game against the league.
Well, see, that's the funny thing too. If you were an expert at bunting and could put the ball on down the line,
You can make
this
it
doesn't change how you play at all.
Well,
It does,
so
because now you can go to second.
Well, that's true. You can go to second now.
I understand where everyone's still mad about it, and that's a lot of the circuit players because it does teach bad bunting, and that that
Yeah,
aspect.
10
Because,
feet, get on base because you're fast.
well, no, you get on base because you're making the charger do work. But if you have to go past this line, you're basically kicking it to it. Now,
Well, yeah, if you make a bad bunt. Yeah.
right, circuit ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. The circuit or even a Waka Blues and competitive, that ain't gonna work. You're going against people with big arms, a lot of smarts, and practice this 100 times. And they don't care the ball's gonna go there or not. They're used to the 10-foot one. They're gonna get you out now. So I see where some people have the issue. I've gone very back and forth on this the entire time. But at the same time, our league's, I'll say our league's pretty medium. We're pretty medium. We're not super competitive, but we're pretty competitive. But we're really friendly all around. So it's like, I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine. You do what you need to.
And it hasn't changed how I play, because that's how I bunt anyway, because I'm not a speedster anymore. So I'm kicking it right.
Ever?
I was at one point, yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't.
It changed, but it makes you a better player overall because you have to adapt to a new rule set.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not forgetting everything you did before. You're just adding more stuff to your skill set. So game on. I mean, whatever. Figure it out.
For girls, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah, girls,
you
it's
still do the same thing.
Well,
No,
I
it
think
does.
the advantage for girls.
It's an advantage for women.
So I will throw out some. I track stats for my team. Typically, girls would be the best girl kicker on my team would be maybe 60%. That would be like their on base or advance percentage, like when they get on or they sacrifice an advance or run. This season, they're all mixed in with the guys. So
it changes the lineup now.
it's not like the girls have like drastically gotten better, but with only 10 people on the field, you can't cover everything as tightly. You can't creep in on the same exact spots.
Don't
So.
touch that. Do not touch that.
So upcoming events. CLUBWAKA has a red, white, and blue happy hour PBR Hampton. This is kind of a reopening event for the power plant area there.
So, I talked to Brent about this a little bit, and we're going to throwback here today. Back Wednesday, Waka used to be completely epic. We used to have,
Oh my God, yeah.
18, 20 teams, 200 people in the after midnight photo, I mean, whatever, something like that.
Yeah, and after midnight photo, you had a kick-out photo.
And I don't think it was the league's fault that it went away.
Oh, no.
And I've been up and down with a lot of older Walker folks about this, but PBR is under management, I believe. Is that what's going on?
Well, they're kind of like doing a reopening of everything, and I think it is related to new management.
There were two bars there. There was Lucky's and NASCAR, and that was the original two sponsor bars for Wednesdays, and they were fantastic. Like, they catered to us.
They treated us like gold.
We had $2 pounders. We had like $1.50 Waka shots or something.
Oh
weird.
yeah, $1.50 Waka bombs, flip up all night long.
Wednesday was insane.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
They closed that whole building closed.
That's
NASCAR
shady.
and Lucky's closed.
Yeah.
And then it shifted to PBR, and they didn't quite get us. They didn't quite get the mantra that
It wasn't
social
taps.
justice. Right. It wasn't the full blown PBR. It was
Yeah, just taps.
Taps is their little restaurant place.
Yeah.
But whenever we had our walk-up parties at
Yeah,
PBR,
ours
they were always off the chain. So I think they finally come around and realize that there's something to be had here. With multiple leagues up on the peninsula, you've got Freedom and you've got the Wednesday League War Memorial. I think they finally come around and they want kickballers there. They want us there.
We know how to party.
Yeah, we do know how. We all know how to party.
So the event is this Friday. 50% off drinks, free appetizers.
50% off drinks. 50% off drinks.
Well, that by itself's good. You can dress patriotically for a chance at PBR gift cards.
Oh yeah.
And it's open to
go.
anyone. You don't have to be a member of CLUBWAKA. You can come out, see how much fun we have, and
This
bring
is
a
a
friend.
great opportunity to recruit people. This is a great opportunity to show your friends. Oh my God, you play adult kickball? Yeah, this is why. Come on out.
All right, now we have a special guest here, Mike.
Mike, put your drink down.
Mike, jump in over there. Beside Tom.
Come on in, buddy. We've known each other too long, man. Come on. Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Well,
Okay.
while we're waiting for Mike to get over here, he's going to tell us a little about Flowtopia,
So, Flowtopia.
which is
I
Sunday
hope y'all
the
know what
26th.
Flowtopia
Like literally like a block away from here.
Across the
I
street.
want to try to.
Liquor.
Yeah, whatever.
Duh.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I don't do whatever.
What are you drinking?
Green tea shots.
Man, little eyes.
Oh, bougie.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Right there.
Mike, just get over there. I'll fix it.
Green or green tea?
Little eye.
Blue
Whatever.
sounds great.
Who cares? I'm not paying for them. That's why I said.
You're making this way too complicated.
Man, that's like stretch.
Get in here, buddy.
Oh,
It's like some Mission Impossible shit. Bam, 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 bam.
So we tried.
Bam, 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 bam.
There we go.
all right.
Sorry
focus.
about that.
All right.
All right, sneak over
Sit
here.
in his lap.
Sit in his lap. Sit in his lap.
Oh, shit.
You sit in my lap.
Boys. Hello,
So-
fellas.
So we have Mike here.
Hello.
So Mike, how many Jello shots are you planning on making for
I
Flotopia?
actually haven't made one yet.
Yet.
How
But,
many are you gonna make?
but, I will make about 2,000 in the next 7 days.
And they will all get consumed.
So tell everyone what Flotopia is.
Flotopia is just a little group of a couple people hanging out at the beach.
Yeah,
Get together.
just a small select few.
It is. It's like a small gathering.
It's like a few people, few hundred people.
No. We have a lot of friends that just get together and just
Very close friends.
like to hang out.
Well, you
Two or
become close
three or
friends anyway.
5 or 100 people. Yeah.
We
So
have a lot of
yeah.
friends of friends. It happens.
I think before I came here, there were about it was like 414 people were signed up as going on the Facebook event.
400 say they're going. There might be about 1,000 that show up.
Hey, you know what? It's a
We're
good
like
beach day. I think there'll be a lot of people at the beach
It's
day.
supposed to be like 90. So,
Where can I park?
oh, well, that's a good question right here.
Oh, parking.
I was joking.
So,
Parking is
either
rough.
park in the neighborhood, park at Hot Tuna, Uber over, park at Kroger, Uber over here. Either way, so park wherever you can in the neighborhood,
Just Uber.
as long as you get close, and then Uber over.
You're
So,
gonna be drunk, so just Uber.
there's gonna be a lot of drunk people.
Yeah, hey,
I'm just saying, like,
be careful.
be
It's
responsible.
short drive.
Exactly. Be responsible. You know what? Call people. You know, don't drink and drive. Just, you know, get a hold of people.
Be respectful on the beach.
That
That
too.
too.
That too.
That's a big thing, especially when it comes to alcohol. Cleaning your trash, put stuff in the trash, have a
No
trash
glass.
bag
No
ready.
glass.
Get no glass. You know, just show up. You know, beer cans and koozies, cups, whatever. You know, just
Save the turtles.
try to be responsible. I mean, it's
We've been doing this for a long time, guys.
And of course,
We've been doing this for what, 10
I
years
don't know if we
now?
really mentioned it, but
it's actually been going
Flotopia.
on for probably was it
It-
2019?
everybody bring a float. That's the other part of it,
like
too.
Yeah, you gotta have a
12 for you.
float.
So
I have 2 mermaid tails.
It's a great time. You'll see a lot of
Dragon.
it is. Just come out and try to be responsible.
See, I went old school. I have an old inner tube.
Hey, why not?
Hey, it floats.
Inner
Julia's
whatever.
bringing a
Floats, boats,
Okay.
you
A
know.
floating car.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
As long as you get tied to something, you're good.
Yeah, as
So,
long as you
so do we
time
want to set
something.
up a CLUBWAKA area? Everybody for CLUBWAKA, everybody Monday nights?
You got 10.
Tie off
That's
together?
scary.
Well, I mean, we either go out there and come to Bucketheads, get some food.
Yeah, no, last year I brought like 20 tacos over, chicken and beef tacos. Yeah. Came here.
Come on out. You know,
Tacos.
they're happy. They're happy to make some people food. You know, park wherever you do. If you park at Hot Tuna, come over. If you live close, get a ride or whatever, come over. As long as you're like being responsible, just come on over and hang out. So.
Take care of each other.
Exactly. Look out for it. You know, if you see somebody who's, a little more,
Inebriated.
exactly, yeah, a little more drunk than normal, just look out for them.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
maybe they need a couple minutes to sit down and just, give them some water, give them some food, some
Yeah,
snacks.
water is important. Everyone's gonna be drinking a lot. It's gonna be hot typically.
Try to look out for everybody.
Hey, little tip about drinking all day in the sun. EFS powder. It's at Vitamin World. You'll get it.
I'm just saying.
I promise you.
Get you some food. Make sure you wake up in the morning, get you a good breakfast, get you some food. Show up, bring some snacks, bring some.
Yes, Jello
maybe-
shots are not enough food.
But show up, get
This
you
is
some
not
sunblock,
the right kind.
show up, get you some food, some water, not just adult beverages, but other things that,
Hydrate the day before.
exactly, hydrate, yeah. Hydrate up. I mean, it's a long day. You got to plan for it. So,
I'll be there
Flotopia,
too.
yeah.
I'll be there.
It's not just like a one-time event. You got to kind of plan for it, show up, come on out there and
I haven't gone in a year or two, but I'll be there this year.
I mean, not just out in the water. Like, besides the water, people just kind of show up on the beach, and, kind of go back and forth, and just up and down the beach, just kind of going from like spot to spot, make some new friends, talk to people, make some new friends. Nothing else, just be like, hey, you're here for Club? Yeah, you do Waka, you do kickball, you do this or that, just talk to people, make some new friends.
You have a pulse?
Speaking of beach events, we have a sand kickball charity tournament coming up.
It is.
It's on the 8th of June at the ocean front.
I'm really curious about this.
All right, so
Pitching in sand's gonna suck.
okay, so the ball's a little bit bigger, so it'll help. It's a 16-inch ball.
Like a big ball.
Yeah, you like
It'll roll a little bit better across the sand.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to
Roll
smooth
into
the
the
sand out a
sand?
little bit. A ball that large will roll.
I'm gonna build a sandcastle. You can't do anything about it.
I'm just saying, there's
So
gonna be a few
it's
people.
only
with,
8 players in the field, 4 guys, 4 girls.
Oh wow.
40 feet between the bases, and with it being the larger ball, the 16-inch ball, you're not going to be able to kick it as far.
This sounds free agent. This.
We do need more people to sign up.
There are gonna be some people showing up there. I'm just saying, like,
No, you know how people.
there's random people just gonna show up
So
with
I am captaining
man
a team.
thongs and other kind of.
No, we need to put a stop to that somewhere.
Hey,
Not you.
Oh,
No,
and
yeah,
for the
definitely
charity
not me.
tournament, you will get a CLUBWAKA shirt for it.
I don't have one of those yet.
Well,
I
get maybe
don't
a
have any of
different
those.
color. There you go.
Now I gotta wear them anyway.
So I can confirm that one of the team's name is Sandstorm.
All right.
Darude Sandstorm doesn't play the entire day.
We will be
Taking your team name
blasting
away.
Darude.
I hope
Hey,
so.
look.
I hope so.
There's a lot of remixes. We can get 5 or 6 hours.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
there's a lot of remixes of that song.
Chicken.
Get the stadium remix, radio remix.
We should throw it out there that people that show up for the draft league.
Yeah.
Draft
Hey,
league,
come
guys.
on out.
Summer
Summertime.
Draft League also coming up. First set of captains were already announced.
Okay.
We're still in that. We're waiting for
When's
some
the,
more
what's the cutoff?
signups.
Like June 15th?
Hey, listen. You know what? I was thinking about this. So.
Because
Doing some guys. I'm just saying. All right.
Bony ass.
I do have a bony ass, but
All right, so I'm gonna throw myself in the chopping block for this one.
all right.
We need what? 10 signups?
oh Lord.
9 more to announce
Wait,
the next set
what
of
are you
captains.
promising? What are you promising?
Okay.
Like Chandler signed up last night, right?
I can
I think she
confirm
did.
that. I can check that.
It was 10 yesterday, so she said she was doing it yesterday.
As of this afternoon, she wasn't.
Okay, never mind that.
Wah,
The
wah.
next 10 signups, if you slide into my DMs and show me a receipt that you signed up after I said this, after 8:17 p.m. on 5/19/2019, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is getting out of control. But we'll do a.
Oh man.
I thought about this today, and I really want to do this.
Stop right there. Let's say Jellemite's going to give them a handful of fun. Oh, there's my girl. Come on, baby.
Aside from alcohol, because all
Hell yeah.
everybody
Hell
was-
yeah.
Take one down and pass them a
Yes,
round.
sir. Take one, pass it down. There you go.
You get yourself one entry into the
Okay.
Tom has to do whatever gets pulled out of this bag contest.
Can I sign up
That
again?
might be fun, yeah.
Exactly. Can I sign up?
Can I
twice?
sign up twice?
No, you have one entry.
But you know what? If you buy someone a coupon code, that'll count.
Ah, yes.
Everybody
Listen.
right up in there.
Oh, oh.
Sled. All right.
Now, the contingency is I can't get arrested. I can't get put on
Why are
any
you
weird
making
list.
all these rules?
Because I have a security clearance to worry about.
Yeah, right.
Thanks,
Anyways,
baby.
thank you, everybody. Josh, everybody, let's go.
Thank you. All right.
Those are the rules. Nothing that's gonna be arrested. Nothing that'll give me too much trouble, but everything else
All
pretty
right.
much
That's
goes.
close. That's close. Yeah, yeah.
Next 10
you.
people sign up.
Thank you.
Slide my DMs.
So
We'll make it happen.
since this afternoon, a Rain King signed up.
It doesn't count though. It's after
No, no,
8:17.
I said after 8:17.
yeah.
Just missed
Chandler
it.
is not signed up.
Hey, no, it actually scares me more.
Hey, coupon code matter though.
Wait, is Leah signed up already?
Yes. Wait. No.
Hey, the coupon's code count.
That's the one I'm worried about.
Coupon
No,
codes
she's
count.
not signed up.
Oh, Leah.
Oh,
Leah and I are going to have a lot of fun with this.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I don't care. We need draft, guys. Draft league is going to be off the chain this year. I promise you.
Yep. There's our groups.
Let's,
right,
let's
so
text Leah right now.
Let's make it happen.
It's mailbag time.
Okay.
Oh, the mailbag.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Always fun.
So there's like half the mailbag is about the 5-week rule, guys.
Y'all some horny ass
Is Amy-
motherfuckers.
is Amy
I do. I got a pointy ass ass.
Amy signed
Hold
up?
on, let me slide by. There you go.
Amy can't play.
There we go. We're good. All right, we're good.
All right, so mailbag
Kinda funny.
questions.
Which camera are we looking at?
No, we're looking at that one.
First question:
This is just
is
a title.
patience a virtue?
Yes, Travis, patience is a virtue.
I'm waiting around for something to happen to me forever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go yes on that one.
Yeah.
I consider myself a fairly patient person.
Can I just summarize all the 5-week questions in one?
How many are there?
Actually, that's a good
Like
question.
Jesus.
There's 1, 2.
Do you pee in the shower?
Oh.
Like, who asked that?
No.
Everybody pees in the shower.
This whole
Yeah.
girl on my team thing, I think that's a 5-week question too.
And maybe.
Guys,
So, okay, let's go
if
through
you're
here.
going to
So,
this panel to get advice about talking to girls, you're probably in trouble.
Oh yeah, do not go to the street.
I'm just saying, you need
so
some
someone asked the
one right
question,
here.
there's a girl on my team I like. What's the best way to approach him without being a creepy teammate?
Jay.
Both of you get
Janae.
drunk and see what happens.
Hey girl, what up?
Hey Tom, what's going on?
Hey.
Exactly. There you go.
Hey,
I
what do
have
you
no
like?
team.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
so and so.
how about
Nice
you
to meet
start-
you. Welcome to the
Hey,
team.
hey, do you want to go eat tacos
Start a
sometime?
normal conversation. What do
Yeah.
you like to do?
Hey, when we're not playing kickball, do you want to have tacos before kickball one day?
You want to
Maybe
go to
not
the
before,
Buckethead
because that's
and have a
pushing in a
burger?
lot.
Well,
But like,
I will,
hey,
I
what do
will,
you,
I will add this.
Okay.
Don't make it vague. Be straightforward, direct.
Don't
Just be like,
don't
hey,
be
you
afraid.
know, I like to take out a
You know
date.
what? Don't show
Holiday.
inappropriate pictures of yourself at the bar.
Hey,
How's
you
that?
know what?
Don't do that.
Well, that counts me out.
Let's go to Buckethead's
Yeah,
on
but you're
Monday.
inappropriate at the bar. That's
Oh,
Wait,
well,
no,
oh,
no, no,
I
yours-
know what you're talking about now. I know what
Yours
you're talking
from the bar just end up places.
No,
The
I
pictures
know
we
what-
were taking at the bar.
No, I
That's
know what he's talking about.
It's totally different.
Hey, but really,
I know what
just
he's
be
talking about
normal, please.
Yeah, be normal,
Say,
guys.
hey,
Or girls.
You're
Exactly, yeah.
cool. I'd
mean,
like to go out with you sometimes. You want to grab a drink sometime soon.
I'm not gonna lie.
Be
Personal
specific.
experience. I've had bumble dates here and then went to kickball. So.
Okay, there you go.
That's-
Come on
that's a
out, you know,
squishy
meet some
date.
new friends.
That's it.
Yeah, you're
It was a meet for drinks. Hey, how are you? Who are you? Blah 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 blah.
So next
Hey,
one.
And guess
Who
what?
is the up and coming player on your teams? Who is the most improved and who has a lot of potential?
I guess
I
it's
feel
just
lost, actually.
That's a
so-
tough question. Yeah,
That's a very tough question.
It's probably harder for the veteran teams.
I have multiple people that are up and coming, and I mean, you've come a long way in a year. Yeah, I mean, well,
But then you talk to other people and they're like, they haven't come out in a while, but you know.
But you know what? What I will say is the people that are up and coming are the people that show up to practices and put the effort in to be up and coming. It's
Were we
not,
out practice?
yeah, not really. It's kind of a.
I'm guilty. Yeah, I've skipped out on
kind of
practice.
a-
I will shit you not. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
our
but
prac-
Mike, you don't drop a ball. Like I
But,
hate.
yeah, well,
I hate
but
playing against
I,
you.
But, like,
I missed practices just because, you know, like the last 3 weekends, we've had practices on Sundays or Saturdays, and I'm like, look, I can't go.
At the same
Yeah,
time, like
I
you
got-
have a lot of seasons in too.
I have, yeah, I've played a couple seasons, but
So, but we had girls that had issues, and they said themselves, "I want to be able to catch balls better. I want to do this. I want to do that. Whatever."
we do, yeah.
And we haze them.
Yeah, we
We
do.
threw balls
We do,
at
we-
Christine
yeah.
for
Come to
10
practice.
straight minutes.
They should show up.
Well, they come to practice and they tell. I ask them, I'm like, "Well, what's your biggest fear?" And they're like, "This, and I'll chuck a ball to their face." I
Big
know it's
fear
not
is
gonna
like
hurt.
when the ball
I'll tell you what,
comes
Christine will catch a ball
and
now.
I can't catch
We
it.
chucked balls
like,
at
well,
Christine for
we-
literally
we-
15 minutes
yeah.
straight.
Sorry, that's an SKK. That's a SKK or video archive.
Amazing.
That's SKK only.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
We should get a copy of that on here.
Well,
We have one.
maybe with the victim's signed release.
Explicit permission.
All right, so let's see if I can answer this for my team. So up and coming, new kickball player, probably James on my team. He's play almost any position. He's still learning the game
Yeah,
a
we
little
got 3 or
bit.
4 guys, yeah.
I would
Very
say
new.
James.
Very new to
Probably,
kickball. They
yeah,
show up every
player.
week. Yeah.
Hey guys, seriously though, don't be afraid to play positions. Like, if you want to charge, tell somebody you want to charge. If you want to, it's not catching, it's kind of out of the rules. But, you want to play, you want to pitch? Tell somebody you want to pitch. Friday night walk.
Try it out.
Friday night walk. I had a dude who never pitched before in his life. He pitched. We kind of traded off because we were short in dudes, and I'm like, "You sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to try it." I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Come on.
4 pitches, he was on point. He
Oh,
can
goddamn.
get pitches
Oh,
good as
yeah,
anybody else I've
really?
ever seen. I'm like,
Doing it.
I'm like, you bowled? He's like, nah. I'm like, Have fun, buddy.
Welcome to Waka.
It's a big red rubber ball you just throw it over the plate, right?
Right, but he had different throws down. He had different spins. Like he was on it. I was thoroughly impressed.
All right. So are we going to answer some of these other questions?
Yeah.
Well, what are they?
5 weeks. It's 5 weeks. Guys, man up.
Skip the 5.
We are now past 5 weeks of the season when team hookups are going on. There are some. I will say that. I'm not saying any more.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Any hookups past the 5-week rule on
Who
teams.
cares? That's none of our business.
Yeah, it usually
Exactly.
happens anyway, so
I'm
That's none of our business.
I hook up.
All right, here we've got one. Nicole Dewey promised us some karaoke and is yet to come through.
So she did promise us some karaoke.
I do
when she
remember
was
that.
on the podcast.
And she has not. She's
Not
not
one.
made
We need
that
to call
good
her out.
that
I got it Monday. Dewey, you'll be my hype man.
Yeah,
It'll
so-
count.
Nicole Dewey,
Dewey,
count.
come on out.
Yeah,
Dewey,
tell.
you can sing with me, honey. We'll do a duet.
No, tell me.
I
As
got
team
you.
captain, I'm holding you personally responsible for
You
this.
should.
Hey, we're gonna make it a social challenge. We're gonna make it a social challenge.
I will
and
pick
shun
her up and cradle her like a little baby over to the microphone.
Better.
There you go. Bring her on
Better.
out.
I'm holding you accountable for that.
All right, someone wanted the current social standings for the season.
That's a good
Oh,
question,
you
actually.
can go
social
actually
standings
online
right now?
at CLUBWAKA.com and go to the Kickball page.
So it's actually, yeah.
You gotta log in and then go to your season and then it's at the top.
So it's actually grouped with the rest of our schedule and standings. But I will run down the points here for people. So as of right now,
Let's spread that.
Well, he has it.
He does. Look at him. That's a different
Prestige
screen than
is
what
in
we got
first
going.
place with 45.
Okay.
New Kicks on the Block is second with 39.
Whoa!
Fusion
Get it.
third with 35. Kick James fourth, 33. Tom, you're failing at 28.
Hey, we're not last.
All right.
And then we got Kick Names at 14.
Elite
not
has
failing, the
3.
people
We are
behind
not
me.
failing. They have 3.
So the big thing here is for the social stuff, 95% of it is just coming out and doing stuff. Like that is literally the majority of it.
Just show up. Tell Ellie you're here.
Show up and have fun. That's the requirement.
Guys, I mean, and Monday, we have a great league. We really do.
We do. It's a good turnout. Like a lot of people.
I mean, we fill this half.
Oh yeah, we still have people on the other half
And we
too.
have some people, and people forget they're open.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, how many people we got here? I'm like, I don't know, hold on. And I went to count everybody
Ryan's
here.
always on that
I had
side.
to run over there and count them too.
I asked this morning, but wasn't sure if it went through. But what happens if we have another 2 hour? Do we make those games up? I'm assuming another rain out or something is what they're talking about.
2 hours.
hours?
On a Monday.
So wait, hold on, time out. So, guys, don't be afraid to sign these questions with your name, and so we can kind of follow
We
up
won't
with you.
joke on you publicly.
It's anonymous. Whether you put your name on there or not, it's anonymous. We're not going to call you out. We're not going to do anything like that.
Let's just all right. So let's just assume that meant rain out.
That's what I'm assuming right now.
We don't have 2 hour delays. It's in the
There's
school.
so the makeup week, we still have one set of games available that we can still schedule there. And we can push, typically what I will do is I'll push the season back. So if we run into a situation where we have it, let's say, well, I mean, it's not a, we could potentially rain out. I'll get into that in a second. We go up on the schedule. But let's say we rain out the late games again. I'll just push them later in the season. If we need to, the playoffs will get pushed back if need be. I mean, I've had 4 rainouts in a season before, and we finished the season. So
Yeah, I've done-
this
oh, yeah,
season,
it's
piece
possible.
of cake.
Couple times,
Games will happen. I will promise you that. Games
Yes.
will happen.
You pay, you will play.
So, professional
Exactly.
Professional reps. So it's kind of interesting because this was the topic last week.
Yeah.
Someone was like, "Hey, why don't we have professional reps?" So I was playing softball today. I was playing first base. It's a CLUBWAKA league out at Poplar Hall Park. Poplar Hall. Excuse me. Poplar Hall Park. And I'm playing first base, and they have one of their professional ASA reps sitting there behind home plate. It's like 5-6 feet behind home plate. Make a catch at first base. Foot jammed up against the
Please don't touch
bag.
that.
Stretch and make this beautiful catch.
Make a call. Yeah. You know,
Make
yeah,
a beautiful catch and try and make a throw afterwards. You cut the runner off at third. And the ref's like, safe. His foot was off the
I
bag.
have a chick right now, dude.
It wasn't even a close call. I mean, we're talking probably 2 seconds from when I made the catch when my foot came off the bag. Even the other team's first base coach was like, yeah, your foot was on the bag. But So that's what happens when you have one single ref, even if it's a paid ref, behind the plate that's not on top of the play, they're going to mess up calls all day, left and right.
Right.
They're the only one out
And
there.
in that particular instance, that cost us 5 runs in a game. That legitimately, while in the inning, cost us 5 runs.
I'll be the bad guy here. There's no such thing as a professional kickball ref unless you're on. You work for WAKA forever, you work for Circuit forever, you've done anything else. These paid softball refs are not kickball refs. And they're not professionals. They get really mad at you when you challenge them, and they're not worth whatever $10 a game they get. I'll tell you that right now.
And we had
$13 a game per
Oh,
team.
I'm sorry, they're not worth
26
$13 a game.
26 total.
They're not
We
worth
had
it.
professional refs at Wakapalooza, and they didn't know the rules. Like, we knew the rules better than they did. It just.
I would go as far as
Typically,
I
if
would
you
go this
don't play
far.
kickball, you shouldn't be
And
refing.
yes, I work for
JPW
Club
does,
WAKA,
I
so you
do
can
it.
call me biased, but I don't think it's a stretch to say that the top 10 kickball refs in Hampton Roads are all Club WAKA players, hands down, not even close.
They're all players.
All
players
players.
who ref players. It's a better synergy for the entire league. It forces you to respect each other. Not that you need to be.
You know the game though. You play it.
I mean,
ref it.
in our leagues,
You want
here
fair
in
treatment,
Hampton
you gotta treat
Roads,
them fairly.
in our league in Hampton Roads, we have players who have refed Founders Cup out in Vegas, regional tournaments, etc. Like and it's not every single ref that we have, but we have significantly good refs here.
Player
Thank
refing's the way to go.
Thank you for interacting. Thank you.
If you want professional refing, it drives costs up, it drives everything else up, and you're not going to get a better result.
So bonus round for mailbag questions.
Oh, Lord. How
We're
many
already
5
an
wins
hour
right
already.
here?
You pay what?
None.
$6
Okay, good.
a season for Columbus. You got 30
Guys on the
refs.
podcast, who is the biggest down low out?
It is. Yeah. It is.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Most of these questions are kind of horrible.
Don't worry
We
about
want to answer any of these.
it. Yeah.
Who's the best player? What?
No,
Well,
are
wait,
guys
wait,
older
wait.
than 40 allowed to play? No, we kicked them out, honey.
No,
That is
I'm
not
Who's
true.
the
I'm still
oldest
gonna keep
person in
playing.
the league? Is Freed?
Freed
Is it
probably
Freed?
is, yeah.
Reed or Mike Phillips?
It's probably
Did
my
we have a pants? Did you
gotta be-
submit that question? Can
No,
we have
was
a
it?
pantsless night?
Oh, I didn't submit that question.
Come on.
And I would love a pants society.
Albert already
No.
is pantsless.
Yes,
every
it was
night.
week 2.
Oh, yeah. No,
And I had the photos to prove
there
it.
was a couple seasons ago we all played in tights. I wore my
We
Galaxy
don't-
tights.
No. Nobody wants that. Whoever
Well, a
asked
couple
that
people
question,
did actually, honey. So
PWW.
Prestige Worldwide.
Oh,
what did it say?
Prestige Worldwide.
Whoop, whoop.
Look.
I'm
It's
down with it.
Albert
All right.
enough with no pants on.
So here we go. Upcoming. Wow, we're already over
You
an
haven't
hour.
seen enough.
All right, so upcoming Monday night. Forecast 85 degrees. Partly cloudy at game time.
Gotta be muggy, guys.
Possible late
It'll
thunderstorms.
be muggy.
So hurry up your.
So possible late thunderstorms. I'm just going to say this right now. I don't want to hear anything. Games are on until you hear otherwise. So be there.
Why don't you have
I'm just
a radio?
saying. I'll bring us some Jello.
Because it's a carrier
bring some
pigeon.
wine. I'll bring some
It's a
booze.
carrier
It's
pigeon.
relaying the
I guess with
message.
him, it's up to him, son.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just saying.
All right.
Got around like 8 or 9 days till Fulltopia, and guess what I'm doing?
Schedule's up again. So this coming week, Kick James against New Kicks.
Oh, the rematch.
So what are you guys' predictions on that game? Kick James and New Kicks.
Let's start from
I'm going
that
to come
side.
out right now. New Kicks. I'm calling New Kicks in the rematch.
I called them
I
last
think,
week.
I
They
think,
burned
New,
me.
well, I think New Kicks wants it now. It want it.
Well,
They need
I
it.
can either confirm or deny if I practice with like 5 members of their
Show
show
up.
earlier today.
I think
Bring
New Kicks
people,
wants
show up.
They only lost by 2. So I really think, I think most of them that they want it. They know that they can fix those errors. They can get 2 more runs. I think they,
Yeah,
New
Caesar's
Kicks.
been getting a lot of love for his management now.
Show up. Bring people. Show up.
So are you going to go with the power of Caesar? Call Kick
New
James
Kicks
again?
has to win this game. They have to.
Well, so
I called it last week. They let me down.
I'm gonna call wanting it versus complacency because Kick James thinks, hey, we beat him last week, we beat him again.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, no, I think New Kicks wants it. I think they want it.
Tom called
Get it. Want it.
Tom
Get
called
it.
it.
The other 6:30 game,
Oh, man.
Prestige versus Elite, the rematch.
The rematch.
Hey,
So how do you think this game's going to go compared to the last one?
Closer. I mean,
You
it
can't
might
get closer
tie.
than 1 run.
No, it might tie this one.
And that going back to that though, the top four teams in the league right now, have all lost to each other by 1 at one point in time. Except we lost to Elite by more than that. But,
Been close. He's been close.
but every other team,
I mean,
we lost
I'm like you. I'm not gonna go against my team. I know I'm pretty much know about Elite too, and I'll tell my people what they need to do. If they execute what I tell them they need to do,
I will be
I'll
neutral
all right.
party in that, and I'll say right now that I know everybody in Elite, I know everybody on your team, and it's a very, if everybody shows up and everyone plays their game, it is a toss-up.
It is, yeah. No, you're right. If everybody plays their full potential, it'll be a toss.
It's going to come down to errors.
All right, then Kick James has a doubleheader against Fusion. I'm picking Fusion. I'm picking my team. I'm not pick my team.
I'll pick y'all because y'all are on a hot streak now.
A little bit.
I think it depends on the first game.
Yes, that's true. If they're hyped up and they
Well, the one thing that worries me,
I gotta work.
kickball players are very bad about not coming in and warming up, so typically their second game is better.
Yes, exactly.
So,
So
that's a
if they're
good point.
hyped up and they're
Now,
hyped up on their first game,
if they
they've
beat
got
New
definite
Kicks,
advantage.
they're going to be on a high. Yeah, we beat them again.
If they win.
Well,
If they keep it together and they keep that high on against you, I think you're going to have tough times. Now, on the flip side of that, if they lose the New Kicks, I think they're going to be pissed off, and they're going to want to win that second game.
Give me a no-win scenario. That's not cool.
No,
That's
I
not
think
cool.
you have a tough game.
no, you can look at it this way
And
too.
here's
Though.
the thing, and I've said this about Kick James all season. Like, they're a team that isn't going to lose. Like, they're not going to throw you a game. You have to beat them. They're not going to make errors and lose a game.
Absolutely.
So I expect coming into that game, I expect that I'm going to have to go in and try to beat them. They're not gonna hand us
Yeah, you're
the
gonna
game.
have to.
I will give him that credit all day long.
But see, all right. So if Kick James,
Plus, I taught Caesar everything he knows. So.
oh,
Hail
not
Caesar.
wrong.
hail Caesar.
Well, not everything.
So
Not everything.
So,
That's
all right.
an exaggeration. Not
All right,
everything.
let's just say Kick James wins the first game. Do they go in thinking they're gonna roll over y'all too? Then?
2 wins in a row? Yeah, that would be bad for them. We'll see.
Okay, I think the biggest mistake anybody in this league period can make is
Overlook
thinking
anybody.
thinking they're gonna roll over a team. Because I've seen some crazy shit happen. And
So, bar game this week.
No,
is-
we got one more game.
Oh, shit.
Hi.
SK and Kick Names.
so
Is Brian gonna do anything weird this week?
SKK.
not to my knowledge yet, but I won't find out tomorrow afternoon. Last time we played these guys, we only lost by 1. It's a tight game. It's just as tight as ours. We lost 0-1. And Freed called it right in the middle of the game. He's like, we're going to win by 1 or we're going to lose by 1.
It's going to be a one-run game.
It's going to be a close game. It's the same thing though. Everybody shows up.
Is your full team going to be there?
I don't know.
If your full team's there, I'll take your team. Otherwise, I'm not. Okay.
Depends.
All right, so
Tom's going to be there. We're going to win.
the bar
Tommy
game.
legged it. I don't
The
know
bar
if he-
game is cornhole, unless we get canceled by thunders. If thunderstorms happen, it will be Django
Bye,
instead.
Mike. Hi, gentlemen, Mike.
No social challenges coming week. Also, upcoming in the future.
What's the camera?
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, you did all right.
So, we don't have any games Memorial Day Monday.
Yeah, no games.
However, we will do the podcast on Monday instead.
Yes. Monday night, the podcast will be here. Live audience attendance will be social. Point
Yeah.
bonus.
Yes. So, social points bonus, show up to the podcast on
This is
Monday
your
night.
chance. This is your chance to show up and do everything you do on a normal Monday night. Berate us, do whatever you want to do. Ask us questions, make fun of us, do whatever you want. I need 2 guests though.
I won't be on again unless I'm asked to again.
I want 2 brand new sassy guests.
All right.
All right, so
I'm not gonna be here.
Tom's only here because I wrote him a really nice note.
that's all of our items for tonight. Over an hour and a half tonight. It's crazy.
We had a lot to talk about.
We did.
Yeah.
And
We got started on time.
Always a nice shout out to Bucketheads for letting us do this.
Yes, Bucketheads is awesome,
Yes.
as always.
I'm going to go eat some tacos.
So I let this schedule up way too long. There we go.
Can I get
My
some
tacos are cold. I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
that just means everybody needs to know what time their game is. They don't need to be asking their captain
there we
tomorrow
go.
at 5 o'clock.
They-
What time do we play?
You know what normally happens? The first player that I see walk onto the field, which field am I on today? That's what they always ask me.
I did too.
I did too.
I have no
Never
idea.
look at the field.
I'm a captain.
Anyway, everybody have a good night. We're off.
But, all right, guys. We'll see you guys.